So thank you, folks, for joining in with this bit of the conversation for the AGM. The invitation, the floor is open to you to say a little bit about what it's meant to you to be part of the young adults group for this last year, maybe a bit about the highs, maybe some of the challenges and future passions that you are looking forward to. Let's start with Laura. Laura, and don't forget to introduce yourselves. Just tell us who you are and where you're based, what you're up to.
Hi, I'm Laura. I am doing a master's at Edinburgh University, but since everything's online, I'm currently living in Yorkshire, which is great. But I'm from Glasgow originally, so a bit of a jump around. And I've been thinking about the young adults group, being part of the young adults group since it was first formed a couple of years ago. And I really enjoyed seeing what it's come to. It's changed in a few ways, but it's been amazing to see new people join and how we respond to the different challenges that we've been faced with. The highlights have been being a part overall of this group and how it's kind of, for me, I think I've always been on the edge, the periphery of the community, sort of dipping my toes in at youth festivals and other things like that. But this has sort of brought me right into the middle, and I've extended outwards into some of the React events set up by the youth community, and then also being a member of the Community Life Committee. And I have been part of the small team that was working on the model for growth. So we held a series of workshops, kind of discussion, conversation, meetings with everybody, and thought about the future of the community in the next 10 years, what we could look like. And then we took what everyone was saying and thinking and expressing and turned it into some ideas and some proposals. And that was also a fantastic learning experience for me. But yeah, I don't think I could have got anywhere else.
Brilliant. And that had a huge influence, Laura, on the shape of the community. In fact, one of those proposals was that we should become open to global membership. So yeah, your part in that has been massive. Thank you. Kath, let's hear from you. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and a bit about your journey in the YAG.
YAG. I'm Kath, and I study equality and human rights at Glasgow Uni, and I live in Glasgow. And I joined the young adults group not that long ago, maybe 6 months ago. I heard first about the Iona Community through a friend who was talking about the pilgrimage, and became really interested, and then since then sort of looked a bit more into it. And I loved the way that the Iona Community had this really strong link between spirituality and like the fight against injustice, and it made me feel like my faith was really tangible and that I could use my faith in really tangible ways. So I loved that and decided to get involved. And since then I've met everybody virtually, but I've met a few people in real life, the ones who live in Glasgow. And we have been having like monthly-ish meetings, but a highlight for me is the way that we don't just leave it at the meeting. So for example, we had a session that we decided to do on racial injustice, and we watched this documentary, but then after that we thought we can't just leave it here, we can't just leave it in a place where we're more educated than we were before we started. So we decided to go away in different groups and do something about it. So I was involved in the group who have decided to make a resource on anti-racism for the family groups, and that's been really fun because we've been meeting up kind of regularly, and we've each taken a section and we've giving each other feedback, and we've got to know each other, our little group, really quite well, which has been nice. And there's another group at the moment who are doing a book club, and stuff that they're reading informs what we're doing, and it's just really nice to see that people have had an opportunity to go away and do something they enjoy, and see how those stuff interlink. So that's been such a highlight for me this year. Yeah, but I would also love to meet everyone in real life, because I'm quite new, so I've not met a lot of people, so that's a bit of a challenge sometimes, but overall it's been really good and really fruitful, and I'm really enjoying being a member of the young adults group.
Thank you so much, Kath, and I really look forward to seeing that resource. You said, you know, for family groups, it'll be hugely valued by family groups, I'm completely sure, and one day we'll make sure you can all get together. Thank you so much. Eve, over to you.
Thanks. Yeah. Hi, I'm Eve. I'm currently studying in Glasgow as well, and that's where I'm based at the minute. One of the sessions that we did in the past year that I really enjoyed was when we did kind of accountability, and we kind of focused on time, and it was a really lovely session in terms of like, we got to know each other a bit better, because, you know, people talked about the way they spent their time in a way that you might not normally find out things about people. But it was also lovely to do something that was, you know, like, is an integral part of kind of being a member of the Iona community, but we did it in our own way. So it felt really special to kind of be connected, and actually, you know, this is what it is to be in the Iona community, but as a young adult, because we, you know, did it in our way. And it was just a really lovely session that I really enjoyed. But yeah, I'd also agree with Kath. It's really been hard kind of doing everything virtually, although it has worked really well for us, and it does work. It's not the easiest, and, you know, it's something you kind of sometimes have to put time and effort into, but, you know, it pays off in the end, putting this time and effort in. I'm very excited for when we can all meet in person together. It's going to be a lot of fun when it happens.
Well, and I'm so grateful to you for being here, and I can't wait also for when you can get together. I'm looking forward to meeting you all in person too, but more than that, very much looking forward to finding a way to help you get together, maybe at Camas, maybe who knows where. And, you know, again, thank you. And folks, anyone watching this, you can join, or you can encourage others to join the Young Adults group through the website, so please do. So Eve, Laura, Kath, thank you so much.